Radio Génesis. Oh, yeah. Radio Génesis presenta la entrevista del día.
First of all, we're gonna talk a little bit about you, if you're fine with it.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm cool.
First of all, how old are you?
I'm 34 years old.
From which city are you?
I am actually a Filipino from the Philippines, but I'm currently residing here in Singapore.
Is Ricardo your real name?
Actually, no. My real name is Richard.
Which video games do you play apart from Terra?
Well, I used to play a lot of MMORPGs. I never played console. I used to play Granada Espada, Dragon Nest, Rohan International, and Rohan, the local version in the Philippines, and what else? Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, that's most of the games that I played way back in the past.
Here in Spain, it's very common to eat while we play. So could you tell us what do you eat while you play?
Cereals.
Snack, lo que es snack.
Yeah, I always have my snack. It's my cereals. I actually don't have any other snacks around. Whenever I feel like eating, I just pick up my cereals and then, try to get a bunch and play.
So you really only have those cereals, you don't have a snack?
Nope, just my cereals.
Amazing.
Do you know if you're gonna play any other online game or you're gonna stay in Terra for a long time?
Well, it actually depends. Most of my other players could not log in anymore, could not create an account anymore. But for the meantime, yes, I'll be staying with Terra Europe. I've been hearing things about Terra for Southeast Asia, which we are planning to move just in case that there's going to be a franchise over in our region, which is going to be much more beneficial for us to have not to lag that much. So yeah, probably I'll stay with Terra for the meantime.
Do you know something about Rift, for example?
Could you tell us something that no one in the Balder knows about you? Some kind of exclusive?
Exclusive thing about me that Balder doesn't know. Let me see. I'm a geek, although I look like someone in wrestling, in WWF. I look like a brawler for real. I have a big bulky body, but yeah, I'm a geek. So that's one thing that Balder doesn't know.
Thank you about that.
No worries.
Now we're going to talk about your life inside the game Terra. What advice would you give to new Terra players?
Find a good guild. Because if you're alone, it's too hard in this game. If you have a good group, good friends, good people around you, you'll find it easy to enjoy the game. Because if you're alone, most likely the end part of the game really is very tedious, and if you don't have knowledge about it, it's going to be it's going to be like hell for you, especially when it comes to Nexus and obtaining good gears. If you don't have enough friends with you, you're just going to stay on the queue in the instance matching for a couple of hours sometimes, and you won't be able to do some good dungeons. But if you have good friends, you just have to ask. If they are available, they are going to come with you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, most likely my best advice is try to look for a good guild and play with them.
Can you tell us what's the most memorable moment you've lived in Phoenix?
The Ricardo fever. Remember Nuska?
Oh, Nuska.
Nuska and one of my members, Brandy Bell, had some a little bit argument over the global chat, and then Nuska decided to somewhat like tease the guild by shouting my name in global chat. So when Nuska did that for almost one day, yeah, almost everyone is asking, what's Ricardo, who's Ricardo, what's Ricardo for?
Yes, I
And
remember
that,
that.
yeah, no worries. Well, that made me famous. I was trying to keep myself low for quite some time, and then suddenly, what's that? Who's that shouting my name? I was thinking, what's the problem with that? And then suddenly, Genesis decided to declare GVG. I never knew about GVG. I don't have an idea of what it was because I wasn't the original lead for Phoenix here. The original lead just left, and then he left it over to me. And then I was wondering, what's this? I don't know. And then over the next few days, a lot of people are still shouting Ricardo, and then yeah, let it be. So yeah, the most memorable thing is that Ricardo fever over the global chat. That I don't know, Nuska really made something big for me. I could thank him for that.
I remember that. It was a good time.
Yeah, it is. It was.
In fact, Nuska don't play Ter anymore.
Oh, he quitted.
And the next one.
Do you have the intention that the Guild Phoenix moves to other kind of MMO games? If you answer yes, which games? Is it a multi-squad guild or are you just a Terra guild?
What Phoenix Guild is. Phoenix has been established like 7 years ago, way back in the Philippines. We've been playing national finals in the Philippines when it comes to MMO because it has been popular in the Philippines when it comes to MMO. There's national finals, competitions, and everything. So yeah, it began 7 years ago. The game name was Rose Online, and the guild leader there decided to put up the Phoenix, and then suddenly every after MMO that they played, they it's they tend to meet people, even their enemies in game. They tend to meet people. Those people tend to merge with them. I'm actually one of those people who was supposed to be an opponent for the original Phoenix members. I'm actually one of their opponents in Rohan online. But when the guild leader approached me, talked to me, and then we had an agreement, we were able to at least come with a decision to, yeah, let's merge, let's make this big, and then national finals for Rohan. So what it was, this guild is actually flowing. We tend to meet people, and then we are going to say, this game is too much, I don't like it. I'm going to have consensus. I'm going to ask everyone, are we still going to continue? Are we going to quit? Are we going to look for another game? So the decision of staying or leaving actually doesn't come from me. It's a consensus within the members of the guild if they want to leave or if they want to stay. So at the moment, I believe everyone is enjoying. Everyone is very cool with the game. Everyone is cooperating within the guild members. So I could say, yeah, we're still good in here. And leaving and staying will depend on most of the players that we have on the guild.
Do you consider yourself as just a guild master for the multi-squad Phoenix guild?
I'm actually considering them as friends. I never considered these people as members. So what happened was, since we were together for quite some time, like years already, we tend to have some meetups. We tend to have some swimming activities, drinking activities. So most of these people really are friends of mine. I've met most of them. I sometimes go over like a flight away just to meet one person or a group. So yeah, what I could say is these people that I have with me, they're pretty much good. They're very good people. So yep, I could say yeah, they are my friends. I actually don't consider this as subordinate and master type of type of role. So there's no master and subordinates in Phoenix. So the friendship is on, especially now that most of my members are purely Filipinos.
Nowadays, Phoenix has the region of Osgarath. So what expectations or what things are you planning to do while the Banach period is up?
During this VANAC period that we have right now is actually on the experimentation phase. I'm thinking of, I actually am not that political, so I'm thinking of just trying to have the experience of handling the Vanarchy. And in the future, I'm planning to go for South Shara PvP. So at the moment, it's just pure experience. I have no current plans with the Vanarchy. Sometimes I'm thinking of events, but yeah, I'm purely experiencing the Vanarch. I actually don't know how to manage the Vanarch system. I'm still on the learning curve. So regarding current plans, no, I don't have. Regarding future plans, yes, it's the PvP Vanarchy in South Shara.
Could you describe briefly how, since from your point of view, how do you see the three big alliances we have on the server?
Three big alliances. I am aware of our current alliance with Blackout, Vindicate, and Inglorious. Genesis and uh, Blood Knights, right?
Genesis,
Are you
in this
allied?
in this moment, Genesis is in neutral ground.
Is not even with Blood Knights.
No,
I believe the next one is Art of War's Alliance. Yeah, I could say Art of War's Alliance is pretty much established. It's actually a little bit impenetrable at the moment. Ours is a little bit young. We're still trying to learn how the people within the alliance think. Also, this is an experimentation phase if it's going to be effective for most of my members. And my point of view about these alliances is first is Art of War is going to die in boredom because no one is trying to. Yeah, I believe a while ago there was a declaration between Art of War and Genesis, but yeah, at the moment it seems like no one is planning to get a good war against their alliance. That's why Art of War is a little bit bored, trying to look for something to do inside the game. And our alliance, we're currently trying to get some good gears for competitiveness. So yeah, I'm seeing in the near future there's going to be a big clash between one alliance against Art of War, or probably the other alliances. So Baldur is a little bit going to be on Civil War in the near future. So most of them really are going to be clashing with each other now.
What do you think about the way Lewy, the Guildmaster of Art of War, is doing with recruiting people and the alliances with other guilds, and how this will affect the life in the server?
He's actually trying to kill the game, the server itself, because he's trying to get the strong guilds onto his set. So what happened was most of those guilds disbanded. He absorbed most of the active members of those guilds. So he is actually trying to gain the upper hand by doing that. And then what's going to happen next is there's a very big gap between power struggle. They are on top, very way on top than the other guilds. So the power struggle is those new guilds, those new, or at least not that much populated, populated active guilds won't be able to compete with Art of War, which is also another cause of boredom. Second is a little less in competition. And lastly is the game is more social than political and war, because no one's declaring against them. No one is going against them. So it's like it's dying on that side. So Louis is actually doing it very wrong. I believe if he was able to at least try to convince people to get against them or to go against them, not to go with them, so that the political system inside the game is real lively. Not like right now. I'm actually bored with the political system. So yeah, he's doing it wrong. That's just my point of view. He's just doing it very wrong.
Do you think that Gameforge has killed Balder because of their immigration politic?
Yeah, that's a bad move because they allowed to enter people in a new server that is fully geared. A new server is born, and then new old players comes in with their own gears that the new players hasn't gained yet. So the competition automatically is killed because they already had the upper hand with that move. So what Gameforge did was, it really is very bad. It's a bad move.
What's your opinion about Genesis from the distance?
I'm seeing Genesis as solitary guild. I don't mind if you don't go alliances with other guilds. I kept asking you, Tanya, if regarding alliances and politicals, politics and all stuff like that. Um, at first, because of the war, because of Nuska and Brandybo, yeah, I thought, what kind of people are this? I was thinking, okay, let me try to understand first the situation. So what happened was in the flow of time, we tend to greet each other. We were friends. We established a good communication, and now I understood that it's like me. The system is like mine. That I am trying to hold on to the current state of the guild. Excuse me. I was trying to hold on to the status of the guild up until something is needed to be done. So what happened on my side is, because of the Rikardo fever, a lot of guilds is, especially Tryhard and Creed Gaming, is a little pissed with my name, with me. I don't know why. So I tend to make a decision to go with an alliance, but not like Genesis, not like you, Tanya, that you're still trying to hold the solidarity. So yeah, it's pretty much like ours at first, yeah.
Now we're gonna talk a little bit about who is and what Rikardo represents, but not Rikardo, but Rikardo the legend. What do you feel about being the most popular character in Balder?
It sucks. I'm actually an introvert person. I just tend to do some things with the people around my circle. And yeah, when that Ricardo thing came up, I was thinking, what the hell? I just I even shouted at Brandy Bell, "What the fuck did you do?" I'm sorry with the word. What did you do? What kind of thing did cause this thing? It's a little bit annoying. So what happened in the near future is I just let it go. Some people are still shouting Ricardo, even though it's not from Genesis or it's not from my guild. So some of my people said, let's try to play along and then try to use the popularity to earn Vanarchy. So yeah, it really sucks because I'm not used to something like that. But yeah, I'll try to get used to it. It's already there, so I'm still hanging on it. They're still shouting.
Do you remember how everything began?
Yeah, it's because of what happened was Nuska, Brandy Bell were in the same raid inside Battlegrounds, and there was a bot, the bot inside Battlegrounds. The name is Kiss My Boobs. So the team was losing, and everyone is blaming about the bot. And every time some person is going to kiss my boobs, they always see Nuska declining. So what they thought that the bot was Nuska's. So they had an argument over the global chat. They were talking like, yeah, you own Kiss My Boobs and Kiss Me, and all the bots inside BG. So Brandable kept piecing off I don't know if it's the pilot of Nuska or Nuska himself. So that yeah, that's what caused Nuska to start shouting Ricardo, since I'm the guild leader of the guild where Brandy Bells is on. So that's how it started. It's all about kiss my boobs.
Nuska told Tenia that it was a good idea for all the insane guild, because they were not in Genesis yet, that all the insane guild could troll this guy called Ricardo through the global chat. So everyone started to shout Ricardo, and Tenia's asking if you remember about that.
Yeah, I remembered after that Nuska started shouting. I saw that after an hour, it's not Nuska who's shouting anymore. There are a lot of people shouting Ricardo, Ricardo. So I'll just tend to reply a smiley face, and then say hi. And then once I replied hi, a lot are going to say Ricardo, Ricardo over the chat. So what I just said was hi, fans.
And everything that is around the Ricardo thing, does it piss you off, or do you think it's fun?
First, it pissed me off, but as time passed by, I just said, yeah, just let it be. And then suddenly I'm the troll of Balder that everyone loves.
Is it true that you share the trending topic with Justin Bieber as the most known person at the moment?
In Balder, yes. Yeah, in Balder, yes. Even lowbies tend to know or tend to ask who Ricardo is. And then suddenly, whenever they're going to see me, because I tend to help a little new members, so they're going to see, hey, Ricardo, Ricardo, help me, help me. And then suddenly I'm starting to be the helper of those lobbies. So the popularity probably is within Balder only. Yes.
Fame, something that is not very known about. How do you feel about it?
In real life, yes, it's good. In gaming, no, it's not, because in gaming, once you're famous, everyone is going to ask who he is, what he is, or what he can do, or what he did. So whatever you do, whenever you do something, they are going to look at it, and then if it's a fault, they are going to make it big. If it's something good, they're just going to ignore it. Well, those are the tendencies of people. So sometimes fame sucks if you're not going to earn money from it.
It is said that you killed Chuck Norris in Valdez. Is it true?
So that's part of the troll line. Ricardo, the Chuck Norris of Balder. So I was thinking, why Chuck Norris? Why Chuck Norris? I was wondering. Yeah, now I remember why they're comparing me to Chuck Norris of Balder. So yeah, it was just a joke for those people to shout at. So yeah, let it be, shout it out. I'm the Chuck Norris of Balder, and then at BG, whenever we lost, they're just going to say, "I thought you're the Chuck Norris." Did I say that? They kept saying that, but I didn't.
OMG.
Yeah, it happens. It happened. It's still happening.
And he wanted to know what was your first MMO game, or like the life of yourself in the games online.
My first game was Ragnarok Online, and I was a knight. Like right now, I was a shielder. So yeah, that was my first online game in my life. It was 8 years ago. Wow.
Could you give us a timeline of your MMOs?
2004 to 2005 and 6. Yeah, 2000 and, no, 2005. It's Ragnarok Online. 2006 to 2008, it's, oh no, 2007, it's Can Online. 2007 to 2009, it's RF Online. And 2009 to 2010, it's Rohan Online. 2010, I took a break until 2011. 2011, it's Dragon Nest Online, and 2012, it was C9, and 2013, it's Terra. So it's almost every year. Sometimes I change.
Would you like to add something that you didn't say?
Well, something that I didn't say is, yeah, you see Ricardo is like, it's like just an avatar of myself. The thing that most people are thinking is your personality in game is something that you cannot bring out in real life. But for Ricardo, whoever Ricardo is in every game, he is the same in real life. So I'm not hiding any attitudes. I'm still the same me. I am just the same person. And if ever you need something from me, you can just approach me. I'm very cordial. I'm very friendly. It's not that much very hard to speak with me, as you have experienced. And yep, whenever you need help, whenever you need something from me, just feel free to approach me. Just feel free to ask.